Hello friends, I hope you are putting in best of your efforts in studies and practice. Welcome on this video. I am here to discuss with you some concepts of chapter fractions and decimals and the related concepts with exercise 2.3. So let us begin with which are the topics we are going to cover in this video. First, we will study about the multiplication of a fraction by another fraction. So how do we multiply two fractions? We are going to study that. Values of the product as compared to multiplying proper fractions. So whenever you are multiplying proper fractions, what the value is and how you can compare that value of the product with the multiplying fractions, we will discuss that. Value of the product as compared to multiplying improper fractions. So whenever we multiply the improper fractions, the product that we get, that is also a fraction, and we will find out its value as compared to the individual multiplying improper fractions. Next we have value of the product as compared to multiplying a proper and an improper fractions. Then NCERT exercise 2.3 we are going to discuss, and then we have some practice questions. So stay connected, watch the video till end and grasp the concepts and the exercise questions, how to solve it. Multiplication of a fraction by a fraction. So here you can see that we have the very first part, that is 1 by 2 into 1 by 3. So 1 by 2 is a fraction that is multiplied with another fraction that is 1 upon 3, and we see that the product is 1 upon 6. So numerator is multiplied with numerator and denominator is multiplied with denominator. So 2 3 times becomes 6 here. How? So now the question is, first fraction that we have 1 upon 2, that means half of 1/3 of a whole. So you can see the second line here, we have the picture, and the picture is showing that it is 1/3 of the whole. So in that case, 1/3 of the whole means this is the picture 1/3 you can see here, and it's half. So you can see it's 1 by 6 means the 1/3 means one part of the whole got divided in two parts. So the one part, that is the one out of three equal parts, that one part is divided and it becomes half. So here you can say that a, that is the showing part here, a part, that is half of 1/3 of the whole. So this is a pictorial depiction of the multiplication of two fractions. So I hope you are understanding what we are doing here. Half of the 1/3 means you got the one part out of three equal parts of a whole, and then you are making half of it, that is the part A. The shaded part got divided in two parts, and part A is 1/6. That is what the product of these two fractions, 1 upon 2 and 1 upon 3. The B part is also here. You can see 3 5 times 15 and 2 6 times 12. Numerator multiplied with numerator and denominator multiplied with denominator, and we have got 15 upon 12. And then in its reduced form we got it 5 upon 4. We know that the HCF of 15 and 12, that is 3, and 15 got divided by 3, that means 5 times, and 3 divided 12 by 4, so 3 goes 4 times to become 12. So we have got the lowest value, that is 5 upon 4. So whenever we are going to multiply two fractions, we have to find the product of numerators and the product of denominators. That is what you need to do. So now next we have here value of the product as compared to multiplying proper fractions. When you are multiplying two proper fractions, what is the value there? So 1 by 2 is multiplied with 2 by 3. Both are the proper fractions, and we know that in case of proper fractions we have the numerator smaller than the denominator, and this is what we have, 1 upon 2 and 2 upon 3. So 1 into 2 and 2 into 3, numerators got multiplied and denominators got multiplied. 2 into 3 times 6, 1 into 2 times 2. So here we see that in all the cases, A and B part, both the cases, here we have the product 2 upon 6 and here we have 15 upon 28, and we compare this product with the individual proper fractions, we find it to be lesser in value. So whenever you are multiplying two proper fractions, so your product must be less than the individual multiplying proper fractions. That is what we understand from this point A and B. Now here we have the conclusion, the same that what I have repeated. Whenever we multiply two proper fractions, the product is less than the each of the fractions, and the value of the product of two fractions is smaller than each of the two fractions. That's in another way to say the same thing. Now next we have here value of the product as compared to multiplying improper fractions. Here A part we have the two improper fractions which has numerator more than denominator, we call it improper fractions. So 5 upon 2 is improper fraction, and then we have 7 upon 3. So we got the product here 35 upon 6, and we see that the product is larger than the individual improper fractions which we are multiplying in both the cases A and B. So the conclusion from this A and B both parts, we have that whenever we multiply two improper fractions, the product is greater than each of the two multiplying improper fractions, and you can say in another way the value is larger than each of the two fractions which you are multiplying. So this is what we understand from this. Value of the product as compared to multiplying a proper and an improper fractions. Here in A part we have two fractions, 1 upon 2 and 7 upon 3. So we see that the product is 7 upon 6, and when you compare 7 upon 6 with the individual multiplying proper and improper fraction, and you will find that 7 upon 6 is smaller than the improper fraction 7 upon 3, and 7 upon 6 is greater than the proper fraction 1 upon 2. Same is with the B part also. The product we have got 27 upon 28, and we compare 27 upon 28 with the individual multiplying proper and improper fraction here, 9 upon 7 and 3 upon 4. So 27 upon 28, the value of the product is smaller than the improper fraction, that is 9 upon 7, and it is greater than the proper fraction 3 upon 4. So here we have the conclusion from these two parts A and B. When a proper fraction and an improper fraction are multiplied, the product is smaller than the improper fraction and greater than the proper fraction, and that is what we get the conclusion from these 2 points A and B. Now next we have the NCERT Exercise 2.3. Here we have the very first question, and the first part, that is we have to find here 1 by 4 of A, that is 1 upon 4, B that is 3 upon 5, and C that is 4 upon 3. So here we have the 1/4 of 1 by 4. 1/4 of 1/4 means we have to understand the sign of here, that is the case of multiplication. 1 by 4 of 1 by 4 means 1 by 4 into 1 by 4. You find the product of it, 1/4 of the 1/4 of a whole, and that is what we get the product here, 1 upon 16. So we simply multiply here numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator, and the product is 1 upon 16. Similarly 1/7 of 2 upon 9, and we get the product here 2 by 63. The concept is here numerator is multiplied with numerator and denominator is multiplied with denominator. So rest of the parts you can solve it yourself, and we move on to the next question, that is question number 2. We are supposed to multiply and reduce to lowest form if possible. So the very first part, you can see 2 upon 3 is multiplied with a mixed fraction, that is 2 by 3. So we know that mixed fraction has two parts. One is whole and the another is a proper fraction. So 2 by 3 is written as 2 plus 2 by 3, and then you convert it into improper fraction and it becomes 2 upon 3 into 8 upon 3. So we get the improper value of the mixed fraction 2 by 3, and we multiply it with 2 upon 3 and we get the answer 16 upon 9. The second part you can see here, 2 upon 7 is multiplied with 7 upon 9. So you can cancel 7 by 7, both are as numerator and denominator, and you can directly do multiplication of numerator with numerator, and you get the product here 14 upon 63, and then you convert it into its lowest form by finding the HCF and observing the HCF of both the numbers, and the answer is 2 upon 9. The same value can be written as by cancelling 7 with 7, and simply you can write is equal to 2 upon 9. So both the ways are correct. Now next here we have the question number 3, and we are supposed to multiply the following fraction. The very first part, that is 2 upon 5 into 5 1 by 4. So 5 1 by 4 is a mixed fraction. Again, the concept is to convert the mixed fraction into improper fraction, and that is 22 upon 4, and then you multiply it with 2 upon 5 and we get the answer 44 upon 4, and that means when you divide 44 by 4, the answer is 11. The second part also, we have to convert 6 2 by 5, that is the mixed fraction, into improper fraction, and then we have to multiply it with 7 upon 9, and we got the result here 224 upon 9, that is the product. So you can try the rest of the parts yourself. Now next we have here question number 4. The question number 4 is, which is greater? We have the very first part, that is 2 by 7 of 3 upon 4 or 3 upon 5 of 5 upon 8. So we know that the operation of multiplication here in place of so 2 by 7 into 3 by 4, and we get the product 6 upon 28, and the simplest form we have 3 upon 14. And the second part of the first is given here 3 upon 5 or 5 upon 8, and the product we have got 15 upon 40 in its lowest form 3 upon 8. So when we compare this 3 upon 14 and 3 upon 8, the numerators we have same here 3. So when the numerator we have same, the number with the smaller denominator is larger value, so 3 upon 8 will be larger as compared to 3 upon 14, and similarly you need to do the second part of this question. Now next we have the question number, here we have the question number 5. Sally plants 4 saplings in a row in her garden. The distance between two adjacent saplings is 3 by 4 meter. Find the distance between the first and the last sapling. So we know that here we number of saplings that we have is 4, and all the saplings are in a one row. So what we need to do here, we need to find the first position of all the saplings in a single row. So here we have got the 4 saplings, all the 4 points here that we have, the 4 arrows upside, we have the saplings, and in between we have the 3 by 4 meter distance. So the distance between the first and the last sapling will be the distance between first and second, second and third, and third and fourth sapling. So we have added all the 3 distances, and the same number is added 3 times. So 3 times 3 by 4, and we can say that here we have the 9 upon 4, that is the answer, 9 upon 4 meter, and we convert 9 upon 4 into value, that is the mixed fraction. 9 upon 4 is improper fraction here, so we get the mixed fraction of this improper fraction, and we have 2 1 by 4 meter, that is the answer, the distance between the first and the last sapling. So I hope you understood this question. Now next we have here the question number 6 of this exercise, and the question is saying that Lipika reads a book 1 3/4 hours every day, 1 with 3 by 4 hours every day. She reads the entire book in 6 days. How many hours in all were required by her to read the book? So how to find the solution of this question? First, we need to understand per day the number of hours that Lipika is taking, that is 1 3 by 4. 1 with 3 by 4 hours, 7 by 4 hours. We converted it into mixed improper fractions, from mixed to improper. And the total number of days that we have is 6. So total number of hours we can find out by multiplying it with the number of hours per day, and that is 6 times 7 upon 4 hours. And you can see here, when you do the multiplication, you get 42 upon 4, and you convert it into its simplest form, that is 21 upon 2 hours, and that we have got the mixed value, mixed fraction, that is 10 and a half hours. So 10 and a half hours we have got the exact answer. So total number of hours taken by Lipika that to read the entire book is 10 and a half hours. I hope you understood this question here. Now next we have the question number 7. A car runs 16 km using 1 liter of petrol. How much distance it will cover using 2 with 3 by 4 liters of petrol? So here we have the unitary method. Distance covered in 1 liter of petrol, we have 16 km. So distance covered in 1 liter of petrol, we know that is 16. So the value for 1 we know, we can find out the value for many. So here we have the 2 3 by 4 liters of petrol. So we have to simply multiply it. The distance covered in 1 liter, 16 kilometers, to be multiplied with the number of liter of petrols we are considering here. So we have 2 3 by 4. So 2 3 by 4 times 16, and we convert 2 3 by 4 in improper fraction, from mixed fraction to improper. So it's 11 upon 4, and 11 upon 4 is equal to 11 upon 4 into 16 kilometer, and we multiply and we get it the solution, that is 44 kilometer. So that is what the distance covered in 2 with 3 by 4 liters of petrol. Now next, here we have the last question of this exercise. The very first part is saying that provide the number in the box such that when you multiply the number within the box with 2 upon 3, it becomes 10 upon 30, and we find such number. So 2 goes how many times become 10? 2 goes 5 times, and 3 goes 10 times to become 30. So we have here 5 upon 10, that is the number required, fraction required within the box in the first part of A. Now the second part of A is asking you to find the simplest form of the number you obtained in the first part of A, and that is 5 upon 10. The HCF of 5 upon 10 is 5. So you divide 5 upon 10 by 5. So 5 divides 5 by 1 and 10 by 2. So we got 1 upon 2, its simplest form. Similarly, we have the B part. The number within the box we have got 8 upon 15. So that the result is 24 upon 75. So how do we get the value 8 upon 15 within the box? So the result is 24 upon 75. So you can get the number within the box. The numerator of that number will be, you divide the result 24 with 3, and it goes 8 times. So 8 is your numerator here within the box, and 75 is divided by 5, and you divide it 15 times. So it's 8 upon 15. Now its simplest form will be 8 upon 15 itself, because HCF of 8 and 15 we have 1. So this is what the answer for the 8th question of this exercise. I hope you all understood it and you have the clarity of all the questions and the related concepts of this exercise 2.3. Thank you for watching the video. Keep doing more practice of such questions. Thank you.